Malcolm James McCormick, known professionally as Mac Miller, was an American rapper and producer from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He began his career at the age of 15. In 2010, he signed a record deal with independent label Rostrum Records and released his breakthrough mixtape, Kids, and Best Day Ever in 2010. Miller's debut studio album, Blue Side Park, which was released a year later in 2011, became the first independently distributed debut album to top the US Billboard 200 since 1995. After his second studio album, Watching Movies with the Sound Off, he left Rostrum Records and signed with the major label Warner Brothers Records in 2014. He would go on to make 4 studio albums with them: Good AM, The Divine Feminine, Swimming, and The Posthumous Circles. For Swimming, he was posthumously nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Rap Album, but lost to Cardi B. Absolute bollocks. But unfortunately, just like many other artists, Mac Miller struggled with addiction and substance abuse. It was often referenced in his lyrics. On September 7th, 2018, Mac Miller died from an accidental overdose of cocaine, fentanyl, and alcohol in his system. He died at the age of 26. The events surrounding his OD, where it stemmed from, who supplied it, isn't really known by some. So, let me walk you through the events that led towards Mac Miller's overdose.
You don't want this life I live. You rather had a wife and kid. Shooting dice with Jesus Christ, put 20 on the midnight. To everyone who sell me drugs, don't mix it with that bullshit. I'm hoping not to join the 27 club.
Is this a house, apartment, or a business?
It's a house.
Are you calling from?
Yes.
What is the emergency? How can we help you? Okay. But are you there with him now? When's the last time you saw him or talked to him?
Yesterday, please.
Okay.
Hurry.
Stay with me on the line, okay? We're already on the way there now. I'm going to give you instructions. Can you wake him up? I'm going to give you instructions. Stay with me on the line, okay? You found him on the bed, on the floor? Okay, listen, so I can help you. The only way we're going to help your friend is if you follow my... Hello, sir? Hello?
What are your numbers?
Hold on one moment.
Take a look at this big crowd here, lots of fans here. What's really impressed me tonight is the neighbors. Neighbors loved him. One guy said, you know what, I'm too old. I've never heard his music, but what a great neighbor. What a great kid. In fact, the best kid you'll ever meet. Mac Miller died here just before noon. TMZ reporting it was a drug overdose. On social media, many fans blame Miller's death on ex-girlfriend Ariana Grande. Sarah Moore is a big fan and got to meet both Mac Miller and Grande.
They just obviously weren't the best for each other, but I feel like people are taking it out a little too hard on her. It's unnecessary.
Fans we spoke with said they could relate to Miller's lyrics because they were so personal. Substance abuse and depression.
He saved me in many ways that I couldn't save myself. He helped me with my depression, my anxieties.
He just dropped a new album, Swimming, and was going on tour next month. In fact, his last tweets Thursday were about that, saying simply, I just want to go on tour.
Mac frequently used Xanax, oxycodone, Percocet, and cocaine. He would get this from Mia Johansson and Cameron Pettit. Stated in a legal affidavit, on July 17, 2018, for example, McCormick, also known as Miller, texted Pettit, "Can I get some bars?" And Pettit replied, "Yeah, for sure. How many?" On July 28th, he texted Pettit again, "Can I grab a ball, 10 blue guys and some bars?" Pettit responded, "Yeah, for sure." On August 17th, 2018, McCormick asked, "You got a G and some blue guys?" Pettit responded, "I got you." Clearly, for at least a few months, McCormick, also known as Miller, had been using Pettit and Johansson as his main drug dealer. Mac's final and fateful transaction would happen between September 4th and 5th of 2018. Between approximately 11:07 p.m. and 11:58 p.m. on September 4th, 2018, the following text message exchange occurred between McCormick and Pettit. Mac sent, "Yo," to which Cameron replied, "Yo, what's up?" Mac asked, "Did you hear back about Addy?" Pettit replied, "Nah, I couldn't find any." Mac said, "All good. You don't have lean, do you? Perks?" Pettit replied, "I got some dialed 2s, but that's about it. I could get some yellows and blues though." Mac asked, "Blues as far as perks?" To which Pettit responded, "Yeah, 30s. Mac responded with, "Those are my shits, man. When can you get them?" Pettit responded, "Probably in an hour or two. They are 30 each." Mac said, "Any chance I could get 10 of those, 10 bars and a ball?" Pettit responded, "Yeah, for sure. I will get back when I'm about to pick them up." Mac replied, "For sure. Could you actually drop them at the studio?" To which Pettit replied, "Yeah, where at?" Mac replied with, "I'm at Conway. Let me send you the address. 655 North, St. Andrew's Place." Pettit simply responded with, "KK." McCormick asked, "Is that far from you?" Pettit replied, "Not too far. I can make it." McCormick responded with, "Okay, word. Let me know when you're on the way." Pettit said, "Okay, I will." Mac asked, "What time you thinking?" To which Pettit replied with, "Probably 1." McCormick asked, "That's for the blues too? Could you come through the other earlier?" To which Pettit responded with, "Yeah, that's for all of it. I'm gonna pick them up right now." McCormick replied with, "Actually, I can wait. Lol, beautiful." Pettit said, "Okay, sweet." But Cam briefly goes silent. Approximately 1 hour later, at 12:56 a.m. on the morning of September 5th, 2018, Mac texted Pettit with, "Yo yo." 8 minutes later, he texted again, "Where are you at?" Soon after, he sent another message with simply a question mark. He did not respond to the messages for about an hour. At 1:12 a.m. on September 5th, 2018, shortly after Pettit failed to respond to Mac's texts, "Yo yo, where you at?" Mac contacted Johansson. The following text messages occurred between Mac and Johansson between 11:12 to 11:47 a.m. "Cam is supposed to be pulling up and he ain't answering. I don't know, hun. Is there anybody else with the shits? I can send some with a girl, lol." Mac told Johansson, "I need a few things." She responded with, "I have everything, lol." Mac asked for snow, bars and blue perks. She said, "I have it all." He asked, "Do you have the lean too?" To which she said, "No lean, lol, but Adderall too. I have Oxy." Mac asked for perks. She said, "I have Norco." Mac asked, "What mg on Oxy and Norco?" She said, 30 milligrams Oxy and 10 milligrams Norco. Mac asked, "So, the Oxy a little?" She said, "Yes, little blue pill." Mac said, "Can I get 5 of those, 5 bars and a G of snow?" To which she responded with, "Yes. 30 milligram Oxy is $30 each, and $5 each bar. $10 each Norco. They are 10 milligram. I'll give you the G for free if you book a girl." Mac proceeded with, "What about 2 Gs? And she said, "Deal, lol." Mac asked, "What girls are available?" To which she responded with, "Carla is ready." He said, "So what would my total be? Send me a picture of the Oxy there." She sent over a round blue pill, and he said, "How long would all of this take to arrive?" She said 30 minutes, to which he responded with, "I'm at 655 St. Andrews." She said, "With girl lol?" He replied with, "Ah." She said lol, to which Mac responded with, "What's the total of everything else?" The total order with Johansson was 5 Oxy for $150 at $30 each, 5 bars of Xanax for $25 at $5 each, 5 Norco at $50, $10 each, 10 Addy at $100 for $10 each, and 2 grams of cocaine for free. The girl was $700, the total being $1,025, $1,025. "Send through," Mac asked. Johansson said, "South or North St. Andrews?" To which he responded with, "North." Johansson said, "She's 31 minutes away." They later both agreed to handle the payment the following day. But later on in the night, just after 2:02 a.m, Pettit said, "Oh shit, sorry, I got sidetracked, I'm coming now." To which Mac replied, "For show." At approximately 2:25 AM, Pettit texted Mac, "Here." They then proceeded with the original transaction. This would have meant that Mac was completely stocked up on narcotics from 2 separate deals from both Pettit and Johansson. Unfortunately, after this bingeful night, he went on to snort blue Percocet, which were fully laced with fentanyl. Further inspection of the drugs showed that 6 round blue pills imprinted with a V on one side and 4812 on the other were the counterfeit oxycodone pills containing fentanyl. 5 blue pills imprinted with E8 were real oxycodone. 10 round orange pills imprinted with U30 was amphetamine. 5 white oval pills imprinted with G037 were hydrocodone, and 14 white rectangular pills, some of which were broken, imprinted with Xanax, was real Xanax. The laced blue perks were supplied by Pettit to Mac. On the left is a real Percocet. On the right are the pills that killed Mac Miller. Knowing that he had fucked up big time, Pettit confided in a friend, which was named as PR in the affidavit. PR said, "Talk to me," to which he responded, "Most likely I will die in jail." He got a reply saying, "I've been worried about you all day, don't say that," to which Cameron said, "Yeah, dang it." PR asked, "What do you mean? You're just paranoid." Cam said, "Nothing has happened yet, but it might." PR said, "Yeah, don't think negatively, okay?" Cameron said, "I'm nervy," to which he got replies saying, "Babe, I don't know. Try not to stress. I feel like it's going to be okay. It's not your fault." He said, "I'm going to go off the grid, move to another country. What should my name be?" To which he got response saying, "Are you really? Like, do you honestly think it's that serious? Your name should be Sweet Baby Dang Daddy. Let's move to Stockholm." And he said, "Yes, okay, maybe." Exactly a year after the fateful transaction on September 4th, 2019, Cameron Pettit was arrested for supplying Mac Miller with the fentanyl that killed him. His trial is ongoing, but he could face up to 20 years in prison if convicted. A short while after, on the 26th of September 2019, Stephen Walter was arrested for supplying the fentanyl pills to a man named Ryan Revis, who pled guilty for 1 distribution charge of fentanyl to Pettit, who then sold it to Mac Miller. His trial is also still ongoing.
And so when people listened to him, he'd come off that stage and he'd be exhausted, but he would be joyful. Woo! Joyful for the support that he got from his fans. So he wasn't perfect. None of us are. But he lived a hell of a life in the 26 years he was with us. And I know me, Karen, and Miller, and Marcia just are so appreciative of the years that we had with him. He made our lives so different. I'm going to end with something you're probably not going to want to hear. So they finally caught the motherfucker that sold him the drugs. And we find some comfort in that. And many of us were young, including me, experimenting with drugs. But it's a different fucking world out there. And all it takes is a little stone, a little tiny stone of fentanyl and cocaine, and you're dead. Drugs are being laced with fentanyl, all kinds of drugs. And the one thing I would say to you is, don't take the risk. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. How about a big round of applause for Mark McCormick, guys?
Thank you so much for coming, sir. We really appreciate your time. Your son was loved, and these guys will make sure his music lives on forever. So thank you again. Thank you.
Roll around like I run and shit. I got a system filled up with toxins. I've been broken hearted, now it's fuck that bitch. Getting how to deal with my.
Are these albums that I have in the cut all highly drug induced albums? Definitely. Are they great? Definitely. You know, I'm not gonna take anything away from the shit that I went through to make these albums. I'm not gonna write them off just because I was on drugs, because I went through too much emotionally and mentally and negative against me physically to act like it was for nothing.